And here we are on the map that is Whirlwind. Man, these guys have given us such a good series so far. I can't wait to see this final game. Jorstar, you want to introduce these players for us?
Most certainly, my friend. This is going to be a very, very closely contested game. Let's see which of these players will make it through to the round of 16. Spawning in the top left position on Whirlwind, we have, representing the team that is Western Wolves, a Korean powerhouse, a very, very underrated Protoss player and ridiculously highly skilled. Can he squeeze through? It is Daisy. But his opponent, spawning in the bottom right-hand position as the blue Protoss player, the king of special tactics and unorthodox play, taking game number 2 convincingly at the end with his Oracle play, managing to squeeze out enough Immortals. Let's find out if he can win 2 in a row and advance to the round of 16. It is, of course, none other than White Ra. And the players are asking if this version of the map is only cross-position. I suspect it is not. Nick will probably be able to tell them in chat because I think he's a referee in this game. Shouldn't be too much of an issue as both players start their gateways.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no version of Whirlwind is cross spawns. From what I'm aware, it's actually interestingly, it's the only map I think that's ever made it into the competitive scene where all spawns are available. It's pretty much the only map that's kind of balanced for all 4 spawns. Of course, no crazy.
You mean Tal'Darim didn't count?
Tal'Darim, I'm not a big fan of that map and any spawns, especially PvP. That all spawns were broken for PvP Tal'Darim.
PvP Tal'Darim was a case of make sure you do your hyperventilation exercises before the start of the game, because there will reach a point at about the 4.5 minute mark of a PvP where you have to take a deep breath and then cast a battle non-stop for 2.5 minutes without breathing. And as long as you can do that, then Tal'Darim is perfectly acceptable to have in your map pool.
Yeah, well, thankfully that one has been gone for quite some time, but...
Oh, yeah.
Actually having a Zealot opening from Daisy. Slightly unusual change up here. We actually haven't seen this from either player, really. And White Ra is going to go for that second gateway, as we've basically seen being standard. So now I'm intrigued as to what we're going to see from Daisy. He has a Stalker already queued up behind this. This could be some kind of... I'm not so sure. The Zealot takes a long time to move across this map, Jorisar.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I don't really know what to expect out of this. The Zealot giving a little bit of a swipe on that probe there, but White Ra will be able to get... he needs to be a little bit careful there, but he will be able to get a full scout off without too much of an issue. So I wonder what Daisy is going to be switching up this game. He has got a probe going to the corner of his base, and he is going to put down the Stargate. White Ra is going to see it. It does get cancelled, though, and I think White Ra saw the cancel, so I wonder, while mind game's going on everywhere, White Ra has to decide whether or not Daisy's going to go for the Stargate anyway now. He definitely saw it go up and get cancelled.
Yeah, that's definitely the best way to put it is just mind games. Like, okay, well, I went him, I saw him, he built it, he canceled it when I saw it. So he's either going to do something else or, but the odds of him doing it again is just so crazy. And he's actually going to go up to 4 gateways with this. So I feel like this Stargate, well, these Stalkers are kind of like, almost feel like they're just like kissing over here at the tower, just poking each other right in front of that watchtower. But the Zealot for Daisy is going to help push that back. I think this is going to be a Void Ray Stargate or something like that, honestly.
Well, he did try to hide it from White Ra, so that does suggest that he may want to be concealing an all-in or something similar. Daisy actually going for a Phoenix first, but it could, of course, always go for a Void Ray follow-up. Have to wait and see what he ends up choosing to do ultimately there. And White Ra, in the meantime, is going to be putting down his natural expansion in addition to the robotics facility. So Daisy staying on one base.
Yeah, now that I think about the map size, once again, the Phoenix is definitely a better decision, just being able to move across the field. And I think for the particular push that he may want to go for, what his goal is going to be is just Graviton, lift the sentries, move everything else in for the attack. White Ra has finished up his expansion. He does have that Mothership Core. Will soon have enough energy for Photon Overcharge, but White Ra shoves that Phoenix back. And you have to be, of course, careful if it's a hallucination or not, but And here comes a lot of units from Daisy. Is Whiterod going to be able to hold this? He's so close to that photon overcharge.
Very, very fast indeed. A single Phoenix. Oh, actually spotting the hallucinated Phoenix and keeping his units well away from that now. Joining up with his comrade there. Will spot that there's a couple of Stalkers and the Mothership Core capable of using photon overcharge here. I think if he can snipe up the Mothership Core, this is perfect, but it's a very difficult position for him to be in. Daisy continuing to warp in more units, and here we go. Three Zealots rather, and a bunch of Stalkers coming in. Photon overcharge will probably be used very, very quickly. 3 Phoenixes trying to, not able to get up the ramp, and Photon overcharge might successfully defend here. Trying to pick off an Immortal, but I don't think it's going to be enough. One of the Phoenixes will go down, and the Immortal is going to survive. Daisy struggling to make this attack work.
Yeah, this is absolutely huge. If Whiterod holds this, he's going to have almost an insurmountable lead. There's no Nexus even started for Daisy. Whiterod is going to send a probe over there. Probably will block it. He blocked it in previous games with a pylon just to make sure there's no possible follow-up. And once the space gets saturated and he no longer has to invest resources into economy, he is going to explode in unit production. And there's that pylon blocking Daisy's natural. He's going to have to commit to this pretty much all in.
Yeah, this is a really good foresight from Whiterod. Daisy's going to try and lift as many units as he possibly can. A little bit surprised he's not lifting the Immortals here, because Whiterod's Immortals are frankly just crushing through these Stalkers from Daisy. I don't think this is going to be enough. Daisy has to move back. And Whiterod, our European player, is going to hold against his Korean opponent today in this qualifier. And, well, on 2 bases as well, Daisy is looking in a very precarious position now.
Yeah, Whiterod just held that too well, and even without anything else, he's actually building a pylon inside of Daisy's mineral line. He's pretty much like, okay, well, you don't have anything here because you were attacking me, so now there's a pylon in your main base. He's warping Zealots in the mineral line. This is madness.
Be very, very quiet. Nobody knows we're here. And that is, yeah, I think this is pretty much going to seal the deal if he's able to get some economic damage done. Fortunately, Daisy able to warp in a couple of units to try and stall this for as long as possible, but he is walking across the map as Whiterod with so many Stalkers and an Immortal as well. Is there a sentry? There are 2 sentries at the top of the ramp, but 2 Stalkers get through, and if they kill off these sentries, that could be curtains here for Daisy. One of the sentries goes down. Can the second one go down as well? A 3rd sentry has come out. Is it going to be enough? No, he's coming up. 4 Stalkers now inside the main base. Daisy is struggling to hold this. Whiterod only 47 supply versus the 49 of Daisy, but that Immortal is going to do so much damage.
Yeah, I mean, Whiterod's trying to target down the sentries. He's trying to keep Daisy from getting through here, but Daisy's actually managed to get some really good force fields, pinching this army off piece by piece, and this has actually put him in a really, I mean, he's economically still in a tight spot. But he actually got those Phoenix running and killing a ton of probes on their own, so he's actually hurt Whiterod's economy to the point where they have an even number of workers. The only advantage Whiterod has anymore is, aside from the Immortal, just the fact that he can split his saturation between 2 bases.
The Phoenix are doing a tremendous amount of damage here from Daisy. But he also needs to make sure that he doesn't allow these units up the ramp, because one accidental missed force field could spell disaster for him here. He's in such a tense position right now. Whiterod's advantage is slowly slipping away. He's on 26 supply to 23, 26 workers rather to 23, because of that double Chrono Boost Nexus there. But the Phoenixes from Daisy are being very, very diligent in their pursuit of more probes to kill. They're out of energy at the moment. They've only got a couple of lifts between them, but they've killed so many workers. Can Daisy actually hold on and mount a counterattack?
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty rough thing to hold. The Mothership Core is actually dead as well. Daisy has a good amount of supply, but that Immortal is still on the field. But I think at this point, the Phoenix can actually lift it up. Daisy's got a probe out there. Is he going to expand or go for an attack? He already has a proxy pylon. I guess he's going to try to put another forward pylon here. And Whiterod, now he's in a bit of a rough spot. He's got a Twilight Council. I don't think he's going to have Blink in time, though. Even if he got a Dark Shrine, that wouldn't be fast enough. This is a very rough spot for Whiterod. And now the army here for Daisy, Jorisar. Whiterod may have overextended trying to kill Daisy. This could get very ugly.
This is... Whiterod must be thinking this is unreal at this point. What a large army coming through at the natural expansion. The worker supply is 34 to 24. Whiterod enjoying that economical edge, but he needs to deal with these units that are doing so much damage against him right now. And Daisy on the counterattack. after that absolutely clutch hold with those force fields at the top of his round, if those force fields didn't go down, he would not have won, and he has just come back to beat White Ra in game number 3.